Welcome to their Team Solemn and Circus deck profile. Today we're going over Swordsoul. This is actually Jason's list. He got second at the box event with it last weekend. So yeah, congratulations to him and big shout outs to sending me the list so I can feature it. And yeah, let's dive in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. So to start off, we are playing with the 3 Mogi Heart and Soul deck, revealing your stuff, making that Synchro 8 feels great. We are playing the 3 Long Young. If you're playing any more than 3, or any less than 3, I should have said, it's just incorrect. This card's absolutely bonkers, making your level 10s with ease. We are playing the 2 Taya. I know this is pretty bit controversial in the Swordsoul community, but he wanted to play 3, so I'm not going to change his list. And then for the last Swordsoul, we are playing the Ecclesia. This one just tags out to all your stuff, so not much to say. Makes sense. Then for the tennies, he's playing just the 3 and 3 and 3. So 3 Ashina, 3 Vishuddha, and then the 3 Adhara. I believe this is pretty standard. I have seen some lists with only 2 Vishuddha, but I'm not too sure why. These cards seem absolutely crazy going to the format. I guess if you don't want to get them banished face down, kind of sucks. But and tier when they dump them, but Then for the hand traps, he was only playing the 3 Ash Blossoms for monster cards. No Bestials, which is interesting, but I guess he figured with tier being gone, Ash is probably your safest bet. It hits every single deck practically. Hits Kashtira, hits Brand Infusion, and also hits this deck with the TTT or the Desires. So definitely a pretty good standard play safe card. For the spell cards, we see the 3 Emergence, Shocker. You want to search for your cards as much as possible. And then we are playing the 1 Sacred Summit. This is pretty much a Monster Reborn for the deck. And I guess it's searchable, so if you have all your other stuff, you can just search it. If it's banished, it also does that increase or decrease stuff that Black Hook does as well. Then for the power spells, they are playing 3 Forbidden Droplets, 3 TTT, and the 2 Desires. Desires is practically a staple in all Swordsoul decks, and Talent's going to be, I believe, a staple going forward in this format. There's so many monster effects that go off, just being able to take either your opponent's like Kashtira monster or any of the big branded cards. This feels great. And Droplets is Droplets. Playing it safe at the start of the format is always a good idea. So, understandable for that. I think Droplets is going to see probably some resurgence at some point in the format, but for the trap cards, they are playing the 1 Blackout. This is very, very standard. Nobody needs to know more about that. And then for the last 6 cards of the deck, he is playing the 3 Imperms and the 3 Rivalries. Rivalries that go first. It doesn't really conflict with your deck unless you have the Ecclesia on the field, but at that point, there's no really point of flipping the Rivalry. And then Imperms, just Imperm you want to play in. Once again, playing very safe, and that does not lose their triple tactic talents. So I think we're going to see that Imperm is going to be pretty much in almost every single deck if we do return to a high hand trap build deck. Now for the extra deck, we are playing the 2 Chisho. Very, very standard, your best card, so we play it. You don't want to get it ripped. We are playing the 2 Draco Berserker, or we're playing 1 Draco Berserker, I should say. I wonder if this card is going to be up to 2. That's how I feel about most of these cards in this deck. Like, when are they going to be upping them due to the Kashtira? But we shall see, I guess, as the format goes on. They are playing the 2 Baxias. Spinning back your cards never felt so good. It also summons back your Taya in the graveyard, which is pretty crazy. We are playing the 1 Yazi as well as the 1 Chaofang. This just locks your stuff out of lights. You summon this out versus not Swordsoul, versus Despia. It's pretty much an automatic win if they don't have the way to out it. And that's it for the level 8s and level 9s. Moving on to level 10s, we have the Chengying, the Sinister Longyong, and the Baron. Not much to say about these 3. I wonder which one's going to be bumped up. Part of me feels like we're going to be seeing like 2 Baron Fleurs, which seems kind of crazy because it's like one of the best budget decks of the format due to everything coming in ultra rare, which by the way, this whole deck can come in ultra rare except Rivalry of the Warlords. So Konami, please give us ultra Rivalry of the Warlords. You did it with Ghost and Match, so why can't you do it with Rivalry? But yeah, Chengying's amazing. It's not once per turn, by the way. The protection effect, Sinister Longyong just trying to burn stuff, and Baron the negate. Crazy. For the last synchro, we are playing the Psychic End Punisher. This card just wins games. Summon it out and your opponent doesn't have a way to out it. It's pretty much done. A lot of time, people will just scoop to it as well if like they're extremely over life points and you're down in life, and they know they have no way to out it. And that, destroying effect is pretty cracked too. Then for your 4 last monsters in the extra deck, we are playing the 3 Monk, Super Standard, and the 1 Shaman. I haven't really seen this card come up, so I wonder if they're going to be cutting it. Maybe you only need it like in certain cases, so when you better have it, you have it. But yeah, I think the extra deck is probably the most interesting part of this, because with cash in the format, like, what do you really value? Your Chi Shaos are going to definitely be saved. Your Baxias are safe because they're not going to spin it back. But you like Berserker, which I think is good into the cash format. Like, this versus cash is all right. Yazi's probably fine. Same with the Xiaofang. I think some lists subcut this, so maybe you can cut this for another Baron, something like that. And then Psychic End Punisher could also be pretty crazy because they can't just out it. But yeah, definitely food for thought. And if you guys want to know in the comment section, or let me know what you guys think of this deck, what you guys would change, I'll definitely let Jason know. And thank you once again, Jason, for letting me feature this deck. And yeah, stay safe. Peace.